Hello, it's James. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to a not so sunny Wales. And today we're heading up to Stwlan Dam and down to have an explore of the old quarry workings at Cwmorthin. So make a brew, grab a pack of biscuits and come for a wander. Tell you what, it's so warm already, it's only just coming on 9:30. We're proper clagged in for the time being. The sun's just poking through, I'm starting to burn off a bit of the cloud. And we are promised by the weatherman of a decent day. From about 11 o'clock it's going to all burn off. We're going to have sun, views and loveliness. Right, so about halfway up to the dam, we're heading up that way, and this was a right drag up here. There's two choices. You can have there's a bit of a tarmac road you can go up, but I thought I'd save my knees and come the scenic route, and it's not really much of a discernible path. There is a path, but it's not. It's easy to lose. It's really boggy underfoot as well. It's all good. This is beautiful. You never have a bottle of Timote with you when you need one, do you? Remember that advert? But the breeze, literally in the last minute, the breeze has just started to get up and it's just starting to clear. Oh, this was in Clag when I was coming up. Come on, get rid of all this cloud. Like I say, it's forecast a really nice day today. And we've got the Tanygrisiau reservoir down there. And the village is just there, that's where we're parked. Beautiful. Right, I've got to cross this, so nearly. Way easy. I'm not sure what these are for, or where for. I assume it's something to do with the mining, because up there's a little bit of, what's this? Some sort of winding mechanism or something. Proper eerie up here now. His weather's changing every 2 minutes. 1 minute it's pretty clear, and the clag's blowing back in. Right, so I mentioned that tarmac road, and the tarmac road is just the other side of there, and it kind of zigzags, hairpins up to the top somewhere up there. Just cross over this Harry style. And some more of these old buildings. Again, I can only assume it's to do with all the mine works and stuff. What's that down there? I love all this, I think it's fascinating. Another building up there. But we'll do some more of this exploring when we get down to Cwmorthin Quarry. It's more of this, but on a bigger scale. For you lot that live in the UK, something we don't see much of. I'm not on about the sun. This is a road. This is how a road should be. See, nice, smooth, no potholes. Just in case you'd all forgotten, Beautiful. I don't know if you can make it out or not, but this road, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 hairpins as it winds up this hill. Yeah, it's every bit as bad on your knees as it looks. We're not far from the dam now though. Just round the corner. Oh, there's the dam. We've just got to go up around up there. That is a killer. That is an absolute killer, that bit of road. Pretty impressive this, isn't it? Even though you can't see it properly. Oh my god, it's so quiet. There's literally not a sound apart from my tinnitus. Alright, so we're at the top of the dam and there's a reservoir. I'm gutted this low cloud come back in. I really am. Bloody weather. So we've got Molwyn back, Molwyn Mower up there. I was gonna do both of those and do a full circle round to back down to the quarry, but I'm gonna knock it on the head. I'm not going up in this weather because I want the views, to be honest. I don't want to just go up just for the sake of going up and bagging it. I want to go up and bag it, enjoy it and have the views. And because we've not got them, I'm going to leave it for another day. Now if you're familiar, if you're a regular on the channel, or if you know me out of YouTube, remember that I've got a peculiar sense of humour and I find stupid things funny, or things that aren't meant to be funny. Is that not the best road sign you've ever seen? My god. How does my mind work? Hey. I was had to stick another layer on as well, it's bloody freezing up here. It might be nice and warm when the sun's out, but that wind's still really cold. Right, what we got going on up here? There's like a little... What's this up here? Let's have a look. Come on, let's go and have a... Get some more steps into my knees. Sod this damn cloud. Why? I'm looking forward to heading back down to Cwmorthin now. I've always wanted to go there. But I'm going to check this, whatever this is. I think this is like a thing to show you where all the mountains are. Possibly. No. Not sure what that is. It's not a trig. Yeah, there's views for miles somewhere out there. So I told you the wind's picked up. Right, come on, let's go back down these hairpins and let's take the wander down. It's a couple of miles back down to Cwmorthin, I think, but because we've cut short not going up the two mountains, it can take us time, have a bit more of a wander around and explore of the old quarry workings. In case you're wondering, this road is just as difficult to walk down as it is up. I've got proper I've got jelly legs, you know, when your knees start going. It's like walking like Tina Turner. Private dancer, dancer for money, any old music will do. I think it levels off a little bit anyway. We've got a couple more of these little hairpin bends and then he hopes. Look at it, look. Beautiful, isn't it? Even in the clag. I love the rawness of it, you know, the things that's just been there for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Love it. Love it. Ah, it's actually clearing up a little bit. See, look at that. In the space of me doing this the last 30 seconds, the sun just started to poke through. And we're getting a view of the reservoir again down now at the bottom. Craziness. And there's loads of jets as well up somewhere. RAF Valley's not a million miles away, is it? So there's a Mac Loop. Where would the Mac Loop be? The Mac Loop's not far from here either. So it might be there. Let's get a nice view of the reservoir down there now. So where it was up at Stwlan Dam, there's actually a power station down there on the reservoir. I think it kind of pumps water from the reservoir in a bit of a loop down to that power station. This seems more than an agreeable place to stop and have a drink. So there's the power station that I was on about down there, look. I ain't got far to go to the quarry now, it's just kind of down there around that corner. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right, so we've finally made it up to Cwmorthin, the old Slate quarry. What a place. I love places like this. It's like the land that time forgot. Oh, that slate up there, mad. It's not, I don't think it's as big as Norwick down in Clanberries. But there's definitely lots to explore, so we'll go and have a look. I'm not exactly sure what's what and where it is. But there's going to be lots to find, so come on, let's go and have a look. A bit of the old railway track there alongside the lake. I'm guessing up and around that corner. Yeah, alright then. Alright. Up and around that corner, that's where all the old workings and all the old main buildings are, I think. Right, I think that this building potentially could have been a little, like the little chapel bit, judging by the arch windows. Crazy, isn't it, these buildings? That's saying if these walls could talk. I wonder what stories have got to be told inside these. So this place would have been like its own sort of self-contained working community. You lived here, obviously worked here. There's a place of worship, school for your kids. I don't think I'd like that. There'd be no ringing in sick, would there? I can't come in today, got a bad back, because your gaffer would be down the road banging on your door. But I suppose that's just how it was back in the day in these sorts of little communities like this. But what a place to live and work. I mean, really. I'd get nothing done, mate. I'd be too busy. I'd just be gawping at everything, daydreaming. We're 50% down on Slate output, lads. What's the crack? Yeah, it was Orna, daydreaming. Orna's been daydreaming again. Got nothing done. I wonder what footsteps have come up here. Up to the manager's house for a bollocking. It's mad, isn't it, when you think about it? It's brilliant that they've left that somebody in an office with a clipboard and a high vis that's never seen the light of day hasn't got their hands on this yet and said, no, you can't go in there, it's too dangerous, you can't do this, you can't do that, and it's still free for people to access. And long may it continue. Yeah, the gaffer had the big house look. Dodgy in here, isn't it? I don't know how long it's been left, not lived in. A couple of big fireplaces, so I'm assuming one must have been, that's 3 actually. I'm definitely not going to go down there. Is that a fireplace as well? Looks like each room had its own little fireplace. That's big, and I bet that was a kitchen. What brilliant places these are. So much history. Some stories to be told in here. A few sackings, a few bollockings. Bet there was a few dodgy dealings as well. Bit of backhanded Slate money going on. Brilliant. Ah, ain't that beautiful? Straight out of the clouds. Stunning. But we're going to take that slog right up there, up this path. And I believe there's some more workings and stuff at the top of there. There better be anyway. Because it looks like a calf killer, this one, because it's all big stones. Alright, so we're back up into the clag. I think this must be like the business end of things. The actual quarry part. Easy for me to say. There must be millions and millions and millions of tons of stuff just lying around. It's beautiful material though, isn't it? Beautiful colour. Even in this gloom. There's chimneys and stuff on those buildings there, so I'm assuming the barracks, some more houses, and these are kind of the sort of machine shops, if you like. Not much left of them now though. Again, these look like the barracks. We've got a couple of fireplaces just there. Gotta be careful in some of this. A bit dodgy, some of these buildings. Difficult to make out how many individual sort of houses there were. Nice little street though, isn't it? I wonder what the street was called. I wonder if they named it. I'm going to wrap this one up here. Look at that, look at the mist. No Tanygrisiau Lake. Isn't that magic? So that's a good place to end the video on. So that was Stwlan Dam, Stwlan Reservoir and Cwmorthin Quarry. Although we've been let down a bit by the weather, it's been an absolutely cracking walk. It's about, it must be 9 miles easy. It's a good solid 9 miles back in the legs. So as always, if you've enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, drop us a comment and consider subscribing if you haven't already for more of this random cloudy nonsense in Wales and other places. So remember to keep talking, get yourselves outside, and I'll catch you all on the next video.